From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
All right, I can't wait for the PBR, but we might have severe weather, so we might be covering severe weather tomorrow evening during the PBR. Meantime, hey, have you thought it was windy? It's been really windy. In fact, we had not a record, but we have to go back to 2006, and we take like a 7-day period of the windiest periods in a 7-day, 1-week time period. And guess what? We've come in second place just this past week, averaging wind speeds of 26.4 miles per hour. So if you thought it was windy this past week, it was. So basically, it was the second windiest week since 2006. And it's like, okay, so we had a nice calm day today. It was so nice. Up to the north, the wind was still blowing snow. We had about 1.5 feet to 2 feet of snow in portions of the Dakotas, northern North Dakota, and then 4 feet of snow in southwest portions of Montana. And it was just terrible cold. While we enjoyed a gorgeous day, the southeast had a pretty good day. The Atlantic seaboard was warm before storms hit. Still really cold in northern Alaska and, of course, the Arctic Circle area. Temperatures starting to rebound in Alaska as they start to melt a little bit. We had fire danger across areas to the north and west. We still have snow blowing around tonight to the north. I think it's just weird. Tomorrow's a fire weather watch in western Oklahoma, and here it's just quiet at this time. So the game has ended, but it was a great night for baseball. The only thing going on is pollen was fairly high again with trees. Grass is starting to show back up again after being gone the last 24 hours. We're at 57 degrees, and I'm going to emphasize light southeast wind at 7. The winds are going to pick up again tomorrow. We're sitting in the 40s to low 50s in several areas. We're still hanging on to 57 right now in Tulsa, and down to 49 in Pryor, 45 over in Grove, and also down in Poto. So it's going to be a cool to chilly night tonight, but not as cold nearly as what it was earlier today. And with the southeast wind, we'll be in pretty good shape, but there is a slight chance of showers and a few isolated thunderstorms in far northeast Oklahoma about 7 to 9 o'clock in the morning, and that goes to maybe around 10 o'clock along the Kansas-Oklahoma border areas. Gusty south winds will be moving in, much warmer weather again. Highs will be in the 80s from Tulsa west, 70s to the east. Here's where the problem starts, though, is tomorrow evening. So if you do have plans on Friday night, be aware of this. So around 7 o'clock, some thunderstorms are going to be forming someplace along I-44, maybe around Bartlesville, Pawhuska, Tulsa area. And when those storms start to form, they're going to become potentially quite severe. We could have a couple of those storms that have really large hail associated with them, and some of that could show up by 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock time period around Tulsa, and then that'll be starting to push to the south and to the east with time. So we could have large damaging hail, some damaging winds, and also there's a very small window for a tornado. It's spring, and that's what happens. So we will be out and about and making sure you have the latest information. Those storms gradually through the evening hours continue to push to the south and east. Then we're going to be left with more of a colder breeze blowing in through the morning hours. We'll be in the 40s to 50s and scattered areas of rain to get your Saturday going. I'm sorry. That's the way it looks. And then scattered sprinkles and showers most likely will be with us during the day off and on. Could have a sun ray here or there, but again, some sprinkles and showers enough to be a nuisance and kind of cold. So if you have Easter plans, it's going to be one of those things. So severe weather risk is definitely going on for tomorrow evening and through the midnight hour, maybe up to about 2 or 3 in the morning. And the biggest threats are going to be wind and hail. There is an isolated tornado risk, not so much as far as heavy rain, but we're going to have to keep an eye on a cell or two that could go through. Eastercast, the latest. Now we've had to cool that off because the clouds are sticking around and will be in the 50s and maybe in the 40s with rain ending on Easter, but it is a chilly weekend. And tomorrow night has the highest chance of storms, but unfortunately a moderate chance on Saturday, and it drops just a little bit. Not until really late Sunday does that occur. Amounts of precipitation generally not that heavy, and we'll just deal with what we have. The jet stream has not been our friend. It's up to the north, and it has a big storm system associated with it, so we'll see how it plays out. 51 tomorrow morning, not too bad. 71 at noon, and then by afternoon, it's fine. So a good Friday, a good Friday, I guess we could say. Very windy, though, some wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Then here comes that threat of severe weather tomorrow night. Off and on chances of rain for the weekend. We've had to drop the temperatures. And then after the Easter weekend, it finally starts to warm back up with one more chance of storms Tuesday night into Wednesday. That is your 9-day planner. We will be right back.